Operations on large numbers. The topics covered in this chapter are addition of large numbers, subtraction of large numbers, multiplication of large numbers, division of large numbers, estimating outcomes of operations on numbers. Let us quickly learn the addition of large numbers. Write the digits of numbers, addends, in columns according to their place values. Then we add the numbers in the same way as we added 5-digit numbers to find the sum. Example 1. Add 56,61,847 and 29,56,382. Solution. Now you have to simply add the ones. 7 ones plus 2 ones equal to 9 ones. Now you have to add tens. 4 tens plus 8 tens is equal to 12 tens. So write 2 tens in tens column and carry 100 to the hundreds column. Adding hundreds. 8 plus 3 plus 1, which has been carried, is equal to 12 hundreds, which is equal to 1000 carried plus 2 hundreds. Now adding thousands. 6 plus 1 plus 1 carried is equal to 8,000s. Adding 10,000s, 6 plus 5 is equal to 11 10,000s, which is equal to 1 lakh carried plus 1 10,000. Adding lakhs, 6 plus 9 plus 1 carried is equal to 16 lakhs, which is equal to 1 10 lakh carried plus 6 lakhs. Adding 10 lakhs, 5 plus 2 plus 1 carried is equal to 8 10 lakhs. Hence, 56,61,847 plus 29,56,382 is equal to 86,18,229. So this is how we add large numbers. Example 2. In a certain year, 4,26,45,270 viewers watched the TV channel Green Earth. Next year, 5,36,78,503 viewers watched it. How many viewers in all watched the channel in these 2 years? Now, when we add those numbers, we arrive at a total 9,63,23,773. Subtraction of large numbers. Example 3. Subtract 52,13,987 from 78,54,276. Now we have to place these values. Borrow 1 from tens, leaving 6 tens there. So in the ones place, it becomes 16 minus 7, which is equal to 9 ones. Subtracting tens. Borrow 100, leaving 100 there. So it will become 16 tens minus 8 tens, which is equal to 8 tens. Subtracting hundreds. Borrow 1000, leaving 3 thousands there, which will become 1100 minus 900 is equal to 200. Subtracting thousands. 3 thousands minus 3000 is equal to 0. Subtracting 10,000, 5 minus 1 equal to 4 10,000. Subtracting lakh, 8 minus 2 equal to 6 lakhs. Subtracting 10 lakhs, 7 minus 5 equal to 2 10 lakhs. Hence, 78,54,276 minus 52,13,987 is equal to 26,40,289. So this is the value that we arrive at. Example 5. There are 587,02,234 kg of sugar in a godown. During a certain month, 392,35,265 kg of more sugar added, and the next month 643,52,789 kg of sugar was delivered to the traders. So how much sugar was left? So here in this problem, you have to add 587,02,234 plus 392,35,265, and then you have to subtract 643,52,789 kg of sugar. So start by adding the first two values. So you get a total value of 979374999. So from this value, you have to subtract 6435278 So when we subtract that value, we will start from ones. 9 minus 9 is 0, 9 minus 8 is 1, 14 minus 7 is 7, 6 minus 2 is 4, 13 minus 5 is 8, 8 minus 3 is 5, 7 minus 4 is 3, 9 minus 6 is 3. So how many kilos of sugar was left? 33584,710 kg of sugar was left. Multiplication of large numbers. A multiplication sentence, expression, is called an equation and it results into a product. Product is obtained by multiplying the multiplicand by the multiplier. For example, 15 is called as multiplicand into 7 is multiplier, which is equal to 105 called as the product. When we write 15 into 7 is equal to 105, we call it an equation. We get the product 105 when we multiply the multiplicand 15 by the multiplier 7. Let us solve an example. Example 6. A carton contains 4, 5, 6, 9 screws. How many screws will 3, 4, 7, 8 cartons contain? Solution. Total number of screws is equal to 4, 5, 6, 9 multiplied by 3, 4, 7, 8. So when we are multiplying, you have to start from 8. So 8 9s are 72. So 7 you will write on the top and 2 here at the bottom in the ones place. Now 8 6 are 48. So to that 48 add 7. So it becomes 55. So write 5 here and put 5 on the 5. Now 8 5s are 40. So add that 5 to 40, it becomes 45. 8 4s are 32. So to that add 4, it becomes 36. So similarly you have to multiply with 7. And now you multiply 7 into 9, 63. 7 6 are 42. So add 6. 7 5s are 35. 7 4s are 28. So just add the numbers and write the total. Now 4, 5, 6, 9 into 400. So since it is 2 zeros, just write the 2 zeros here. Multiply with 4 into 4, 5, 6, 9. You will get 18276. Now similarly 4, 5, 6, 9 into 3000. So just you have to put these 3 zeros here and start multiplying with 3. You get 13707,000. Right? So now what you have to do is you have to add all these values. You will get 15890,982. Total number of screws is 15890,982. Now let us learn multiplying tens, hundreds and thousands. Count the number of zeros at the right end of the multiplier and the multiplicand. Add the number of zeros. Multiply the numbers without zeros. Write the total number of zeros at the right end of the product. Example 7. Multiply 800 into 3000. So how many number of zeros are there? You have 2 zeros in 800. You have 3 zeros in 3000. So the total number of zeros are 5. So you just have to multiply 8 into 3. Which is equal to 24. So you add 5 zeros to the right end of 24. So this is what you will get. 2400,000. Division of large numbers. Division is the process of finding out how many times one number, the divisor, will fit into another number, the dividend. The division sentence results into a quotient. For example, 4444 is the dividend, which has to be divided by the divisor 11. So that is equal to 404, which is the quotient. So example 8. The price of 827 almaras is 1940969. So what is the price of one almara?
Price of one almara is equal to 1940969 divided by 827. So how do we do that? We will take 194, okay, initially. So since that is less than 827, we will consider the first four numbers, that is 1940. So 827 into 2 is 1654, which is less than 1940. Now I have to subtract 1654 from 1940. I will get 286. So I will bring down 9, right? When I bring down 9, again what I am doing? I am multiplying 827 into 3 times. So I get 2481, which is a closer value to 2869. So I subtract that from 2869 and I get 388. So I'm bringing down 6 from the tens place. So when I multiply 827 into 4, I'm getting 3308. So I will write it here and I'm subtracting the value. I will get 578. I'm bringing down 9. So when I multiplied 827 into 7, I'm getting 5789. So which is the same value. So when I subtract that from 5789, I get 0. Here you can see 2347 is the price of one almara. Division by tens, hundreds and thousands. Count the number of zeros at the right end of the dividend and the divisor. Subtract the number of zeros. Divide the numbers without zeros and write the difference of zeros at the right end of the quotient. Example 9. Divide 32,000 by 400. So dividend has got 3 zeros. Divisor has got 2 zeros. So number of zeros left in the quotient is 3 minus 2, which is equal to 1. So 32 divided by 4 is equal to 8. So put 1 0 at the right end of 8. So the quotient becomes 80. Estimating outcomes of operations on numbers. In real life, there are some situations when we need rough outcomes of addition, subtraction, multiplication or division quickly, even though it may be less accurate. For example, you want to buy a shirt for rupees 275 and a pant for 535. You need to decide whether you have money. So you need to estimate the prices of these things and get an estimated sum quickly to find whether you have the required money. So 275, we round off it to the nearest 100, which is equal to 300. 535, we round off to the nearest 100, which becomes 500. So what is the estimated sum? 800. Rough estimate and closer estimate. Usually we round the number to its largest place. For example, the numbers in hundreds to the nearest hundreds. This is called a rough estimate. Rounding off a number to tens gives an estimate closer, more near to the actual sum than rounding off to hundreds. For example, 792 minus 314, which is equal to 800 minus 300. That was an estimated value closer to hundreds, which is equal to 500. Now when you're considering the tens values, 792 minus 314, which is equal to 790 minus 310 equal to 480. So 480 is a closer estimate than 500 because the actual difference is 792 minus 314 is 478. Similarly, rounding off a number to hundreds giving an estimate closer to the actual sum than rounding off to the thousands. For example, 9436 minus 1582 is equal to 9000 minus 2000, which is equal to 7000. When we are doing it for the hundreds, like 9436 minus 1582 becomes 9400 minus 1600, which is equal to 7800. The actual difference is 9436 minus 1582 is 7854. So that was a very close estimate compared to rounding of thousands. To estimate products, the general rule for estimating products is to round off each number to its largest place, then multiply the rounded off factors. Usually we round off the numbers in tens to the nearest tens and numbers in hundreds to the nearest hundreds. Example 10. Estimate 28 into 765. Solution. Largest place of 28 is tens and largest place of 765 is hundreds. So 28 rounded off to the nearest tens is 30. 765 rounded off to the nearest 100 is 800. So estimated product is equal to 30 into 800, which gives us 24,000. Note, for a more closer estimate, we can round off 765 to the nearest tens, 770. So which will give us 30 into 770 equal to 23,100. Critical thinking. Each student of 25 schools across the city contributed a certain amount from their pocket money for a charity fund. Rupees 121,6000, which was collected, was then distributed equally among 8 orphanages to help in the education of these children. How much money did each orphanage receive? What value is shown by school children here? So what is that we have to do here? What was the total amount? 121,6000. So divide that by 8 orphanages and you will get 152,000. Now that is the money that each orphanage received. Now what value is shown by school children here? So there are 25 schools and here we don't know how many children are there. So we will divide 152,000 by 25 so that we can understand that each school has contributed 6080 rupees to the fund. Second question, fill in the boxes. 12 into dash is equal to 84. So 12 into how much is 84? 12 sevens are 84. So in the B bit, he is asking us 12 into dash is equal to 840. So just add 0 beside 7. So 12 into 70 is 840. Similarly in the C bit, 12 into 700 is equal to 8400. 12 into 7000 is 84,000. 12 into 70,000 becomes 8,40,000. Similarly, 12 into 7 lakh becomes 84 lakhs. Third bit, find the 10th triangular number. So how do we calculate? There's a formula which is equal to n into n plus 1 by 2. So since he's asking us the 10th triangular number, we take 10 into 10 plus 1 by 2, which is equal to 10 into 11 by 2, which is equal to 110 by 2 equals 55. So that will be your answer. And the fourth bit, write the 15th square number. So the formula for it is n square, right? So 15 square is 225. So that's how you calculate the fourth bit. Now the fifth bit, find the sum of the first 10 odd numbers. I hope you all know what are the first 10 odd numbers. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17 and 19. Now coming to the sixth bit, each letter A, B and C here stands for a number. So he is given a multiplication format. A into A is how much? So when you replace A with 1, so we get 1, 1, 1 into 1, 1, 1. So when we are doing the multiplication, we arrive at a number 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. So if A is equal to 1, B is equal to 2, C is equal to 3. So that's how we find out B and C. Seventh question. A tank has a capacity of 300 liter, which is filled completely. How much water will be filled in 25 such tanks? So we will simply multiply 300 into 25 and therefore we get 7,500 liters. And the second question is, if 15 buckets can be filled with water from one tank, how many buckets in all can be filled with the water from 25 tanks? So we will multiply 15 into 25. So we will get a total of 375 buckets. Eighth question. In the year 2023, a ration shop sold 97090 kg of wheat. If equal quantity of wheat was distributed every day, find the quantity of wheat sold per day. Also find the quantity of wheat sold altogether in the months of February and March. So here first we have to calculate the number of days in every month. So since he has mentioned 2023, In February 2023, there were 28 days, and in March 2023, there are 31 days. So they are selling the quantity equally every day. Okay, so 97090 divided by 28 is equal to 3467.5. So that is the number of kgs of wheat sold every day in the month of February. But when it comes to March, here there are 31 days. So 97090 divided by 31 is equal to 3131.93. So this is a quantity of wheat that has been sold every day. Right, we're going to the 9th question. A state has 17667314 male voters and 1487569 female voters. So in an election, 785195 voters did not vote. How many people cast their vote in their election? So add the total number of female and male, you will get 325,43013 and subtract 785,195 people who did not vote, you will get 317,57818. So these are the people who have cast their vote in the election. Values and life skills. In a 3-year plantation program, 575,102 trees were planted in the first year, 1012375 in the second year, and 1243698 in the third year. How many trees were planted in the whole program? It is a simple addition, children. So keep adding the 3 values and you will get 2831175. But what is the lesson that you are learning from this? Trees give us food and oxygen. Enrichment. Addition and multiplication using special rearrangements. Example, add 625 plus 537 plus 275. Solution. If we arrange the given problem as 625 plus 275 plus 537, then 625 plus 275 becomes 900 because 25 and 75 forms a pair which gives 00 in the tens and hundreds place. So you can add 900 and 537 and the total is 1437. So 625 plus 537 plus 275 equal to 1437. Another example, evaluate 4 into 372 into 25. So if you can just rearrange 4 into 25, it becomes 100. 100 into 372 becomes 37200. It's very easy if you can simply arrange. So you have to solve 125 into 51178 into 8. So if you can just observe, if you multiply 8 with 125, you will get 1000. So 1000 into 51178 becomes 51178,000. Very easy, right? Second bit, 3562 plus 953 plus 2138 plus 1247. Observe the values, children, right? So we will add 3562 plus 2138 where we get 5700, and then 953 plus 1247 will give you 2200. So when you add 2200 and 5700, you get 7900.